Maybe it'll come out nice and clean. Take your time, but don't overthink it. You're ready to fly, you're ready to leave. I'm the last little bit of a fuse on a rocket, waiting for the right kind of heat for me. Spark me off and wait for the smoke to clear. My dear, it's time for the send-off. It's time for the countdown. 'Cause I'm strapped in ready, redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like the now. But you can paint me a canvas of the pain you feel. Maybe I can hear your warrior cry. And all of the colors that blind one another. Hell, you gotta keep going, you gotta get by. It's time for the send-off. It's time for the countdown. Well, I'm strapped in ready, redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like the now. It's time for the send-off. It's time for the countdown. 'Cause I'm strapped in ready, redlined and sweaty. Ain't no time like the now. So maybe you can find your own way to say it. Maybe it'll come out nice and clean. Take your time, but don't overthink it. Are you ready to fly? And are you ready to leave? All right, thank you. That was an original song there called Send Off that I'm in the process of getting recorded and a release date on it. So I'm kind of doing a double stream thing. I'm doing an Instagram and a Facebook Live here together. But so if you guys got any questions or anything about Breedlove Guitars, or look, I'm kind of an open book here. When Breedlove reached out a few months back and we're going back and forth on doing a live stream series, they pretty much were like, hey, just kind of do whatever you want. And I was like, well, the live stream that I've been doing for my band page throughout this whole quarantine is pretty much I play some songs and then I ramble in between for considerably too long. So we thought it was appropriate to call it Songs and Ramblings. That's what it is. So welcome. This is episode 2. I do this the second Saturday of each month. So this is episode 2, and here we go. Let me try to see here. Yeah, so I get a lot of questions about how to stream. So I had never streamed before the pandemic, and I learned how to do it on YouTube. That's pretty much it. So I would say, you know, it's funny, there might be a lot more tutorial videos now than there was in the beginning. Back in March, there wasn't too many tutorials about like specifically for musician streaming. All the videos that I learned how to what video bit rate and cameras and stuff like that to use were all about Twitch gamers, like gamers that record themselves streaming. It's a thing. And so that's kind of how I learned how to like wire the camera and all that kind of stuff. So DM me. My handle on Instagram is Travis Shallow, at Travis Shallow. DM me there, and I'll get back to you, man. I've kind of got a one-sheeter about like how my setup is here. So send it. DM me, and I'll do my best to help you guys out, man, because I know how daunting it can be to get a live stream up and going. So, all right, back to some songs. Thank you all for tuning in. If you're just now tuning in, this is Songs and Ramblings. I do this the second Saturday of every month. And start off this one with this is my oldest Breedlove. This is a D25. I've had this one for, God, probably close to 15 years. This has been my stage guitar for that long. I love it. It travels well. It flies well because it's got that truss rod system. Remember where it comes down through the bridge halfway and then it meets the back block. So it kind of keeps the top from getting a belly and all that kind of stuff. So it holds tuning real well, especially outdoor, like humidity, heat, and that type of stuff. So it's my main one. It's the oldest one that I have, and I've got another concerto that I just picked up last year. The Breedlove sent me that I keep in an open D, but I'll get to that here in a minute. But I don't see really any other comments at the moment. But yeah, DM me if you're still trying to get a stream up and going for you guys. It's not as daunting as it might look. And if you've dove in, there's a lot of video bit rate and all these other settings. It's like there's a condensed version that you can do just to get a good image, good sound quality on Instagram and Facebook, and off to the races. All right, I'm going to do a song here called A River That Sings. This is a song that was on a full band record I put out, the last full band record that I put out. And as a quick plug, you can find all this. There's links in the description on the Facebook side of things that go to my website store. We got vinyl pressings of that one. But if you're streaming music like most people are, check me out on Spotify, Travis Shallow. All right, a song here called River That Sings. I was born into a place where everything moves a little slow. From the fields up to the moonlight, the way it makes that river glow. Got a little bit older, started to hear that sound. Used to hear the people talk about it, never knew what they meant, but I know now. But I know now. Huh. Here we go now. Waist deep, where the folklore got its fame. Then I moved up the riverbed, straight to your radio waves. From Mercy Sledge to the Rolling Stones on 2-inch tape, that swamper tone. Listen to the river, that river that sings. Take me to the river. To that place where everything moves a little slow. From the fields up to the moonlight, the way it makes that river glow. All right, there we go. That was an original song of mine called A River That Sings. It was off the last full band record I put out. If this is your first time checking out this series, you haven't missed much because this is the second episode. I do this the second Saturday of every month, and Breedlove's been good to us, trying to keep their artists afloat and checking in on us. But yeah, if you guys post in the comments where you're tuning in from. I'm broadcasting live here from Wilmington, North Carolina on the East Coast. And yeah, we actually just had a hurricane come through here last week. If you're on the East Coast, you know all about it. But if you're tuned in closer to Breedlove's headquarters, didn't affect you one bit. Yeah, well, very cool. Yeah, man, in Wilmington. Small world. Salem, very cool. Hey, what's up, Jason? So yeah, I actually just got done doing. I do a weekly stream twice a week on my Facebook page and my Facebook band page. And if you're tuning in from or if you're the links in the description on the Facebook side of things, there's a hyperlink or like a highlighted name. Be sure to go follow me there so you get notified about when we do those every Wednesday and Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So on this one, I do a double header. So this is round 2. All right, so let me play some more songs. I didn't see any questions come in. Like I said, this is the D25 Breedlove Dreadnought. This is Sitka spruce top, rosewood back and sides. It's a Canon. It's a great live guitar. It's got the Stage Pro, LR Bag Stage Pro system in it. So just the under the saddle piezo. I like that setup for this one. You can throw a feedback buster in it and get high volume on stage. It doesn't squeal back. So it's, I love it. It's been good to me. It's the main workhorse. It's got some dents and beat ups and cracks, but it gets the job done. I don't really have a small travel guitar. Any of the flying or traveling I do, I take this one with me. You can't really see it on this one, but it's the Dreadnought. I just have one of those, not Pelican cases for it. The SKB, big old cases for it. But, and so far I've had good luck with it. And this is the Concerto, non-cutaway with the Stage Pro. I had them side mount the Stage Pro Anthem pickup in it, so it's the hybrid of the under the saddle pickup and the microphone. Most of the time, those sound controls are mounted right here in the sound hole. I don't like that. I'm so used to the other one where they're side mounted. I had them kind of do a little custom job on that for me, and Breedlove was great. They did it no problem and shipped it out. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the like electronics or any of that stuff. I did quite a bit of. I'm always kind of looking for the next thing because you always think the grass is greener. But look, man, if you find a setup that works and you know it in and out, just keep using it. There's going to be new, flashy, shiny things that come along. With me, I've kind of picked LR bags for electronics and just stayed in that lane. I use the LR bag Session DI in a live scenario. And love it. So either the Stage Pro, LR Bag Stage Pro, or the Stage Pro Anthem going into a LR Bag Session DI for a live scenario. I haven't found anything better. There's things that do it similar, have their own flavor, Fishman and that type of thing. I just kind of picked a lane, and that's what works for me. So. So I keep this one in open D. I do a lot of songwriting and open tunings, and man, just having that second guitar and that third guitar, really, if you're running more than one alternate tuning, just makes it so much easier. If you're wearing headphones and watching this, I bet you can really tell the tonal differences between the two Breedloves. This one, even though it's got rosewood back and sides, it's kind of a hybrid shape between a dreadnought and a concert body, hence the concerto. And it's a darker tone. It's got nickel frets on this one. Slight difference from the dreadnought that I was playing that I started off with. It has stainless steel frets on it. I got tired of refretting it every 2 years. And so the last time, about 4 or 5 years ago, I put stainless frets on it. And they're still the same ones. The stainless is gonna give you a little bit brighter of the tone. So I wish there was a quick and easy way so you can kind of A-B them. I'm not wearing headphones and I can easily tell that this one a song here called One Day. Actually, I do a little intro to it too. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you. Like a shotgun shell, ready to hit my prime. I dance across the stage like a gypsy king, let the drummer keep the time. 'Cause until now I've been treading water, I think it's time to find my island. Keep your eyes open when you hit the shore, I'm still surrounded by those blues. Because one day, I know you will look back. You will look back on these days. You gotta live your life. You gotta learn how to love strong. You gotta sing loud, and the rest will wash away. You just gotta let it. So you start to build a sturdy place where I can hang my hat. A strong foundation and a steady hand, and you start to fill those cracks. Broken bones and stitched up scars that you carry on your back. Like a bag of stones and the broken hearts you spent your lifetime scattering across the map. One day, I know you will strong. You gotta sing loud, and the rest will wash away. Oh, you just gotta let it. Yeah, you know that one day, I know you will look back. You will look back on these days. You gotta live your life. You gotta learn how to love strong. You gotta sing loud, and the rest will wash away. Oh, you just gotta let it. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Islands, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. And there we go. That's an original song of mine there called One Day. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're just now dropping in, welcome. My name's Travis Shallow. I'm broadcasting live from Wilmington, North Carolina. I've been working with Breedlove for a few years now, and once the pandemic kind of got in full swing in March and April, they reached out to some of their endorsed artists, and first of all, just to check in to see how we're doing, see if there's anything they could do. And we kind of worked out this live stream series that they pretty much were like, hey, just do whatever you want. I'm like, well, okay. And that's actually what you want to hear, you know? So they get it. And I've been doing a live stream from my my own Facebook page, band page, twice a week, and pretty much what it's been is I play songs and then I ramble in between it, and try to get a laugh and land on my feet. It's a constant coin toss. My batting average is I don't know. I would say a C minus. It might be drastically going downhill now. Anyways, let's talk about guitars. Breedlove Concerto. This is the copper model. I believe it's the Concerto Copper Burst CE. So Concerto, Electronic, Stage Pro, LR bags, Anthem pickup in this one. And the signal chain, because I think somewhere in the comments on Instagram, let me try to scroll back here. Actually, that might be touch and go and not worth doing. The signal chain for guitar. Acoustic, the line in route, acoustic, stage LR bags, Stage Pro Anthem into a Session DI, LR bags, Session DI, directly into a Midas MR18 into the thing. A touch of reverb. EQ is completely flat. Gotta love that. I don't know how it's coming through on your end, but because I'm not wearing cans. And then I've got TLM 102 acoustic mic, and it's about a 60-40 split. 60% microphone, 40% line in. So kind of with that, you get a little bit of the booty, a little bit extra booty of the low end, especially from the LR Bags Anthem pickup, because that built-in crossover that's on it. Basically, as you dial in more of the microphone into the signal, the crossover is kind of built in right in between the A and the D strings, so you can as you blend in more microphone. It's only going to blend in that microphone for the D, G, B, and E strings. So it keeps that low end that you want, especially for like a solo acoustic performer. So you get the low end from the piezo pickup on the E and the A strings, so you can get those big root notes, and then that woody, airy sound. Those adjectives that every acoustic guitar player tries to use. To bring in kind of more of that organic, woody life back into your instrument, so it's not just that straight piezo pickup sound, which is any acoustic guitar player's nemesis. They hate hearing it, sounds awful. So to have a little bit of that, and then it be custom, you can blend in as much as you want of the microphone or as little as you want, depending on the scenario. I know this is getting long-winded, but I like talking about this kind of stuff. I'll run a line in, even when I record, I'll actually run a line in on this guitar also. A lot of times when you're recording, of course it's going to be mic'd, but you'll run a safety track or whatever as a line in, just in case if something goes haywire with the mic, you might be able to salvage it with a line in signal. I've actually ran a line in with this guitar and mic'd it and preferred the line in sound. I know. It sounds like impossible, but if you're familiar with this setup, maybe this has happened with you too. And if you're not familiar with the LR Bags Anthem setup, it's worth doing. So that's where predominantly my experience comes from. So if you guys have any questions about either acoustic guitar recordings or in a live scenario, electronics, and how, to navigate that world, post them in the comments. But those are the two Breedloves that I'm running right now. This is the old tried and true, the D25. Had this one for the longest. It's got some bumps and bruises, but it's still getting the job done. It's got stainless frets on it, so it's a little bit brighter. Sitka spruce, very common top wood. This one's got rosewood back inside, so it's that low-end Canon sound. So it's that low end, but it's also got that high end kind of presence to it too. So then you throw stainless frets on it, and there's a trade-off. Yeah, the stainless frets are going to last longer, so you don't have to keep refretting it like normal nickel frets, especially if you're a player and you dig in and it's in your hands a bunch. But the stainless steel frets add a little bit high frequency to it. So sometimes it can be right on the cusp of being overbearing. So if you're line in, if you're plugged in, you can dial a little bit of that high end out. So options. Who doesn't like options? Cheers to options. All right, I'm gonna do a song here called "World Will Turn." This was on the last full band record I put out. If anybody that just came over from my live stream, apologies for the repeat, but I tried to do a couple ones I haven't done, but you know, you got to do the thing. So even though this one's capoed on 5, I'll drop D this one to give it a little bit more low end. Because, you know, once you start capoing anywhere above 3 or 4, 5, you're going to naturally lose low end. So see if you can pick up on that. And if you're just now tuning in, post in the comments where you're tuning in from, because I'm nosy and I like to know. World will turn. Horses pulled a ship out of the ocean. Could have been a vintage clipper, that yellow submarine. Now the sailors always singing songs of love and devotion. Saxophones one blowing, a love supreme. All right. Well, it seems that you are searching for a higher education, trying to heal and nail a nation, but you brought it to its knees. And they slapped each other's shoulders and exclaimed congratulations. The beat lost a generation, never to be seen. And oh baby, never to be seen. But one thing baby that I can say, Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned: with or without you, the world will turn. You know it's true. And oh, baby, the world will turn. But she's strung out again in Paris. She's staring at the twilight, but baby, can you hear the angels sing? Buried her in sealing wax in a giant scarlet coffin, and filled it up with poetry and the sons of kings. And oh baby, I treat you like a queen. One thing baby that I can say, Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned: with or without you, the world will turn. You know it's true. Without me and without you. songs in the Carolinas, make a decent living. But I spied a young cowboy and said, hey, play me a song. He said, come sit beside me, I'll tell you my sad story. I'm a dying young cowboy, and you know I done wrong. And oh baby, I done wrong. One thing, baby, that I can say, we'll be there on Judgment Day. One thing, baby, that I have learned, with or without you the world will turn. Hey now, baby, now we can say we'll be there holding hands on Judgment Day. But one thing, baby, I have learned, with or without you the world will turn. Hey now, baby, now we can say we'll be there holding hands on Judgment Day. One thing, child, that I have learned, with or without you the world will turn. You know it's true. Without me and without you, no, baby, the world will turn. And there we go. A song there called World Will Turn. That was off the last full band record I put out called The Great Divide. And if you're tuning in from Facebook, there's links in the description to my website and the store. We did vinyl pressings of that one. If you dig it and you're into vinyl, we got you covered. And there's no descriptions, unfortunately, on the Instagram live one. But you can go to my Instagram. It's at Travis Shallow, TravisShallow. So go follow me over there on Instagram and keep up with me. But yeah, we do this, or I do this live stream series on Breedlove's Facebook page the second Saturday, and Instagram account, the second Saturday of every month. It's called Songs and Ramblings, and this is episode 2. So welcome to it, folks. Cheers. All right, I know this is on Breedlove Guitars page, and I'm going to pull out a guitar that's not a Breedlove, and I'll explain to you why. So I kind of write in 3 different tunings. Standard, open D, and then open E. And open E is all E's and B's. I stole this tuning from Stephen Stills. So there's no third in it. So you get that kind of suspended tone, all that good stuff. Baby, yeah, we walk along the ocean, just like the creatures that came before. No matter how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones. Time to get back into a ray of sun. landscape. This a hurricane omen, or the calm before the storm. It's hard to feel broken when your wheels are in motion. The battle is over and the warrior is home. There's a little bit of magic when you'll jump to the great unknown. Know much you don't have to jump from the great divide. But oh baby, if you do, well I'll catch you on the other side. Are you the sum of all your choices, or just scared of all the voices? But either way, baby, you gotta let your love light shine. All that love forever. 'Cause baby, I gotta tell ya, I feel like I'm in heaven. Oh baby, when you smile. Cause me and my baby, yeah, we walk along the ocean, just like the creatures that came before. No matter how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones. Time to get back into a ray of sun. There's a little bit of magic when you'll jump to the great unknown. Know what you don't have to jump from the great divide. But oh baby, if you do, well I'll catch you on the other side. It's me and my baby, yeah, we walk along the ocean, just like the creatures that came before. Matter how the wind blows, it cuts through these weary bones. Time to get back into a ray of sun. There's a little bit of magic when you'll jump to the great unknown. Know what you don't have to jump from the great divide. But there's a little bit of magic when you're jumping to the great unknown. Oh, but you don't have to jump from the great divide. But oh baby, if you do, well I'll catch you on the other side. Catch you on the other side. Thank you. That was a That was the title track off the last full band record I put out, called The Great Divide. And I'm running out of time here. There's a 1 hour limit on Instagram Live, so I'm gonna do the latest single. So I'm switching back to the Breedlove Concerto. It's an open D, Eller Baggs anthem pickup in it. This is I just put out this single last month. It's a song called Let It Pass. And yeah, hope you guys dig it. If you're tuning in from Facebook, there's a link in the description to Spotify to stream it. And there's also vinyl copies of that one also on my website. So here we go. Watch you waiting for things to fall into place. You stare at your screen and slowly buckle under the weight. Whatever happened to going down swinging, going down in a blaze? I know you've had your troubles, and these ain't them glory days. But you know, if it ain't meant to last, gotta let it pass. You gotta let it pass. Standing on stage and he remembers the path that it took. And the lights go down and it takes one last look. Whatever happened to living forever? Rock and roll never die. And he knows he's had his troubles. The days are slipping by. But he knows if it ain't meant to last, gotta let it pass. You gotta let it pass. Whatever happened to going down swinging, going down in a blaze? And I know you've had your troubles, and these ain't the glory days. Whatever happened to living forever? I thought I'd never die. And I know I've had my troubles. I'm keeping those days behind. 'Cause I know if it ain't meant to last, oh, I know if it ain't meant to last. But oh, I know if it ain't meant to last, you gotta let it pass. You gotta let it pass. You gotta let it Thank you. That's I put that single out last month. It's available on all the streaming services, and we did vinyl pressings of that one too. It's a real stripped down song. It was for a songwriter's compilation record. on a label called Cavity Search Records out of Portland, Oregon. So that was my first release with them, and to be honest with you, it's the best single I've released as far as reception and plays and stuff like that. So big thanks to Cavity Search Records for putting that out. All right, I got time for one more. I thought about this. If you don't know this, Jeff Bridges put out a signature Breedlove guitar model. It's called the Jeff Bridges Signature Oregon Concerto Bourbon CE. Good old mouthful. But the vibe of it, or the theme of it, if you will, there's a beautiful inlay on the neck. It says, "All in this together." And you can go to Breedlove's website and see where a portion of those proceeds and stuff go to. But I thought, since that was the name of that guitar, and that's the most recent model, I was going to do this old Crow Medicine Show song called "We're All in This Together." Seems fitting. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is episode 2. See you guys in a month, the second Saturday of next month. Thank y'all so much. Well, my friends, I see your face so clearly. A little bit tired, a little worn through the years. But you sound nervous, you seem alone. I hardly recognize your voice on the telephone. Between what I remember, just before I'm bound up and broken down, we drive out to the edge of the highway, for that lonesome dead-end roadside south. We're all in this thing together, walking that line between faith and fear. But this life don't last forever. When you cry, I taste the salt in your tears. So, well, my friend, let's put this thing together and walk the path the worn-out feet have trod. But if you wanted, we could go home forever and give up your jaded ways, spell your name to God. We're all in this thing together, walking that line between faith and fear. But this life don't last forever. When you cry, I taste the salt in your tears. So all the hour is just a picture in a mirror. Fancy shoes, yeah, to grace our feet. But all there is just a slow road to freedom. Heaven above and then devil beneath. We're all in this thing together, walking that line between faith and fear. But this life don't last forever. When you cry, I taste the salt in your tears. Oh, in your tears. All right, folks, that's it for me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Episode 2 of Songs and Ramblings in the books. Be kind to everybody you're running to this week. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Thank you, Breedlove, for having me. You guys follow along. See you at the next one.